All right, y'all. I don't like refried beans, but let me tell you, I like my refried beans. So today we're gonna make some bean and cheese burritos. I hope this turns out good. I watched it from Cooking con Claudia. Oh my gosh, she's excellent. She's excellent, excellent. And I was like, I can make those. So I did cook some pintos in my Instapot earlier, and I just put it on there for 2 hours, and then I've been doing other things throughout the day, like recording videos. So I just let them kind of sit there and, you know, continue to be warm. So I'm going to scoop them out and put them into my blender before I take them over there to refry them. But right now on my oven, on my stovetop, I have a whole, well, small Valdea onion. I'm just steaming, like, you know, charring it, trying to get it hot to, you know, for it to do the flavors. What am I trying to say? For it to express itself, express the flavors. So we're just going to let that continue to do its thing. I don't have any oil or anything in that frying pan. It's straight up nothing but onion. I have some jalapenos here that have used a little bit, well, maybe last week. I can't remember, but they're good. So I'm going to use those. But let me get the beans in here so I can get them pureed. Then we'll put them into the frying pan. So I'm going to use this because I don't want a whole lot of juice, because I want it to be thick. I don't want it to be so thick like it just came fresh out of the can. But I do want it to be a little thicker. Oh, these smell so good. A little thicker than, just so it can hold its consistency. I don't want runny refried beans. I'm sure I'm going to make a mess. Last time I made refried beans, I needed to puree them a little bit more. So I thought, okay, well, I'll just push this little thing in here and let it puree, and beans went everywhere. I had them on the ceiling. It was not good. All right, so that's all I'm going to use of the beans. I put this jalapeno in there, and I'm going to add some bean juice, or as some would say, bean liquor. I call it bean juice. This is a little measuring cup, so I'm trying to get the rest of those jalapenos out. Then I'm going to put those onions in it. I should not need any salt or pepper in here. I did season my beans. I seasoned them with beef bouillon. I'm not going to sit that over there because I may need it. Tomato bouillon and what else was it? Pepper. I didn't add any salt, and that was it. So let me go ahead, and I don't want to add too many in here, so that way I can add some more. Plus, I don't know how many, you know, I'm going to make. So let's see what happens when I puree it. I want a thick consistency. That's a little runny. So I'm going to add some more beans in here. Then I'm going to get my onion, because I think it's done. So as you can see, I just blistered it to kind of get it to express itself. So I'm just going to add it in here. And then I'm going to put the lid back on it. And I'm going to puree it the full time this time. All right, let's see what we're working with now. I want it to be able to coat the back of the spoon really, really good. Oh yeah, look at that. And then we're going to refry them. So we're going to cook a little bit more of that moisture out. Let me taste them. Now you can add cumin to this or anything you want. I put enough seasoning here where I shouldn't have to add any more, but I'm going to taste it just to make sure. Oh no, that's good. That's really good. All right, let's go over here to the stovetop. Well, I wasn't even recording. You didn't get to see me beat the frying pan, but it's okay. I'm just gonna add a little bit of, yeah, it's pretty warm. So I'm gonna add some oil. I'm gonna go ahead and remove my blade out of my blender. And without setting my oil on fire, getting it too terribly hot, I'll go ahead and add in my beans. This probably isn't the best frying pan to use this in, but it will be okay. Ouch. Beans are going everywhere. Maybe it was a little hotter than what I thought it was. Must have been, huh? Okay. So I have cheese that I was going to shred up. However, I think I froze it one time too many. Because I was going to use it and then I froze it and then I didn't use it and I was going to use it and whatever. You know, this sad saga. But anyhow, I'm going to add my cheese in with this and that will help thicken it up as well. I just don't like the poppage of the beans making a mess. Believe it or not, I did clean the stove before I got started today. I just want to get a little bit. It's got a nice little kick to it. No, I mean, nothing that's like all too hot. Just enough for right much flavor. So just want to let this simmer down a little bit. And then we'll add the cheese and then we'll wrap it in the burrito shells. Okay, now that I've got such a lovely mess over here, I think my beans are good to go. I'm going to add the cheese to them in here. Kind of want to stick. I'm just going to turn them completely off. I'm going to sit them over here for just a second. So I can't stand a mess, guys. I'm sorry. My OCD is just not allowing me to do it. I'm going to have to work with it though, because I need this burner. But I'm going to add the cheese in here. I have never seen cheese do this before. This is Tillamook cheese. I don't know how much I'm going to need. But we'll add a little bit and then we'll add a little bit more if we need it. Just let it work its way down. Me that the cheese is melting pretty good. I've never made bean burritos before, and I've definitely never made them like this before. Well, I guess this is my first time being I never made them before. But I'll tell you one thing, I have purchased them. Let's see. There's still quite some chunks of cheese in there. I do want to taste it to make sure it doesn't taste like straight up cheese. I think it could use more cheese, don't y'all? More cheese is always better, right? Let's just use it all. What else are we going to do with it? Feed it to the dogs? I'm just going to allow this to sit here and melt some more while I continue to clean all my messes up that I have made. I wanted to be done around 6:30, 7 o'clock. It's 5:16. I'm doing pretty good. Still have a lot more to do, but doing pretty good. I think we're good on these. See how they're kind of thicker? I did taste them with a spoon. They're delicious. Now let's put them in a tortilla. That's the tricky part. I'm just going to turn this on low. I have my tin full here. I like to toast my burritos or my tortillas just because it makes them more pliable. You could do this on a Blackstone. You could do it, well, there's so many ways you could do it. I'm actually gonna sit my pan here because when I roll them, I just want them warm, not too unbearable. I think I left the tortilla on there a little too long, so I'll try not to leave this one on that long. And of course you want to let it cool just a little bit. Ouch. Make sure you don't touch it with your hand. I always like to overfill them. That's just me. There we go. Much better. I'm gonna do this until they're done. It's like really no good lighting, but let me tell you, these bean and cheese burritos, the musical fruit never fails you. They're delicious. Anyway, I hope this video put some yummy in your tummy and smile your heart. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.